Sweet nectar. So, good morning, or should I say, good evening to the other side of the world. It's I, Robbie, the Lock Robster, the MNLove of LA, bring you a long-awaited vlog. Yes, I'm sure a lot of MNLoves are waiting for it. Yes, and first off, yes, see this cup? This mug, actually. Yes, given to me by Quincy's fan club. Yes, and they mentioned that only 10 of these were made, and I'm lucky to have one of these. Yes, as being Quincy being my Kami-oshi. Also one more fact, that this is only the second time that I've drank from this mug. Yes. First time was the morning after, when I got this in the package that our fan club sent over from the Philippines via my mom. Brought back here to LA, and yeah, this is one of them. Yeah, and I drank that morning, and then the bombshell of news that I read saying that Quincy has resigned from MNL48. Yeah, so at that point, I guess I was so upset. Well, yeah, I was upset. But then I realized that such a rare thing like this shouldn't be used every day. So yeah, so after drinking tea with this that morning and then finding out Quincy quit, I decided to put it away. And it's usually put it in my mom's, in the Philippines we call this platera, but here in the States we call it cupboard. So yeah, so it usually sits right there. Yeah. And I just took it out for this vlog, just to show it to you guys. Yeah, so let me just finish what I'm drinking. Feels good. Oh, and also, that's not just Quincy's animation. That's right here. It also says right here in the back. Thank you very much, a senpai. Senpai, yes. I guess that's me. Alright. Okay, so let me just set that aside now. Alright. So let's address what I wanted to say in this vlog. I mean, I would have done this yesterday, but then Sayaka did her announcement on Interactive Live, in which, yeah, it was kind of sudden, and I wanted to include it in my vlog. So I postponed it for a bit. Excuse me. Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room for now. Okay, so yeah, I was upset at the news that MNL48 Quincy was resigning, and according to the HHE statement that they released, that she quit for personal reason. To me, that smells kind of fishy. Yes, because as if you are a fan of Quincy, a Carrot Knight, a royalty, you would know that Quincy was very vocal about HHE's handling of MNL48, especially during the second general election, regarding the process of which it was unfolding, especially regarding the top 48, blah blah blah, that she talked about in her second FB Live. Yeah, which is unfortunate now that we cannot see it, since her FB account has been closed since she resigned, or forced to quit, or dismissal. Yeah, that's what I'm calling it right now, because she didn't give a statement. Quincy herself didn't give a statement or a video statement to us fans. She was just like, shoo, shoved away, never to be heard from again. Yeah, and I was pretty angry, very angry, upset, maybe cried a bit because of the situation. And yeah, it really hurt. Yeah, it really hurt knowing that your Kami-oshi and MNL48 is gone. I mean, I felt sadness, especially with the 12 first gen and the 4 Kenkyu first gen leaving. uh, the group, but it didn't impact me that much, honestly. But there was still some sadness there because these girls worked so hard to get in, and now just because of this election, they're gone. And that me as a new fan, been a fan of MNL48 since October of 2018, and then seeing these girls, I'm still trying to trying to get to know these girls, and then they're just gone. Yeah, so there's sadness there. Yeah, took a while for me to recover, to do my vlogs again, and and if you've seen my vlogs, I was like doing these happy vlogs again. Yeah, and then that momentum seemed to have stopped when I read that Quincy was quitting, and I didn't even read the statement yet. It was like a comment from on MNL's Facebook because I heard that Ella was coming back and her Facebook page was open again, and I came over to congratulate Ella, and I saw a comment right there saying, "Oh, Quincy's quitting." What? I couldn't believe it at first, and then later on they released a statement. HHE released a statement that Quincy's going, Ella's in the team, and Ethel is going to TGC to replace Ella. I mean, it's nice that Ella's back in the team. It's nice that Ethel is now a Kami-oshi. But I couldn't celebrate it because, as I said, my Kami-oshi is gone. And that really upset me. I mean, there was a point where I considered quitting being an MNLove. Yes, seriously. I mean, it's like, it's like the feeling the whole world crashing down around you. Yeah, and I mean, does loyalty count for something with MNL48 or HHE or being an MNLove? Yeah, I'm sure other MNLoves felt that when their Kami-oshis of NECA and company, including in that group, got booted out. Yeah, and I've noticed several usual vloggers on YouTube. They're not really making MNL48 videos anymore. Yeah. Um, just to mention a couple of them. Following Miyu ever since the election hasn't made a video. MNL48 video. And Jimwell Dampitan Vlogs hasn't made an MNL48 video as well since the election. Yeah. So with regards to Quincy going, I seriously considered to stop vlogging. Yeah, and I have to admit that thinking about it too much made me cry. I know there's this saying that boys shouldn't cry, but it happened. There's just one point that I suddenly burst into tears, maybe like a couple of times, maybe 3 times, just thinking about Quincy gone. It affected me so much, and I wanted the pain to go away. So I decided to I'm just admitting it to you guys, that experience I'm going through. So perhaps it will be a lesson learned, especially to those who are fans of Sayaka. Okay, so the pain of Quincy going, the hurt that I was feeling, I didn't want to feel that anymore. So what I did is find something else painful that I could inflict upon myself, so I didn't have to deal with those feelings. So what I did is try to hurt myself physically. And one thing to do that is, yeah, I'm sure you've seen some of my basketball vlogs. Well, yeah. So yeah, I exercise to lose weight by shooting hoops. Yeah. On a certain day, I decided to push myself further than I pushed myself before. Because recently, in these exercises, when I'm suddenly feeling pain in my legs, in my feet, and in my back, I would slow down and stop completely my routine so I could rest, go home and rest up, and call another day of exercising. Yeah, especially in my back. When my back starts hurting, I would change up my routine so I could finish quickly. Okay. On that day, since I wanted to feel physical pain, I decided to push myself further than usual. Yeah. So during the basketball, my ankles were hurting, my feet were hurting, my knees were hurting, my legs were hurting, my back was hurting. And I decided to ignore that and kept continuing. Yeah. So I could feel that pain, that physical pain, instead of the pain that I feel here. I mean, it was a good workout. I haven't pushed myself that much in a long time. So by the time I finished my whole routine with pushing myself that far, I was basically limping off the court. When I got home, my ankles were hurting so much that I had to bandage both of them and sit down with my legs elevated the rest of the day. And I believe the next day I even left them still bandaged up because it was hurting that bad. Yeah. And you might call this kind of like a masochist thing. When I'm starting to think about Quincy leaving, I would twist my ankles to feel that pain so I don't feel it here. So I know there's a term for that, maybe a medical term where you like to feel physical pain rather than what you feel inside. I didn't actually look that term up, but that's how I dealt with Quincy. Quincy's leaving MNL48. Yeah. I'd rather feel that physical pain than what was inside me. I also wanted to stop hating HHE, hating MNL48. Yeah, and I got a bad haircut. Yeah, at least right now my hair has grown to a bit that you don't notice it, but it was so bad that I started hating that hair rather than hating MNL48 at that point. Yeah. So it's almost like a transference of hurt and pain to something else. So you don't concentrate on what you're really feeling truly inside. Yeah, and I went through that. So, oh, and yeah, my ankles are okay now. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I haven't gone back to my basketball routine in a while because I was resting up all the pain that I've inflicted upon myself. Yeah, and my realization is I can't keep doing this. I can't keep hurting my body just to not feel that hurt in my heart. So, contemplating that and praying to God, I I'd rather pray for the hurt to go away and that I'm praying also for Quincy, and I'm also praying for Sayaka, that whatever steps they took to leave, uh, it's for the better for both of them. Yeah. So yeah. So every day pray for Quincy that she's okay, that she won't regret going. So because I still suspect that HHE has something to do with this, since she didn't release a statement, a video statement to us. And I like also to thank a couple of MNLoves, or so other YouTubers, Troy Barrientos, who gave me advice, as well as Maxivinius, I wrote that, Marvixius 1989, who gave me some advice as well you know, regarding the reasons why Quincy is leaving. Why didn't she leave a statement? One of the reasons Marvixius 1989 gave is that she didn't want for the group to suffer. Might as well that Quincy suffers this rather than the whole group, since it was between HHE and her. And Troya Barrientos kind of like apologized in HHE's behalf, and that it's hard. Troy knows it's hard being an MNLove, being continue to support this group when these things are happening. Yeah, and yeah, so I took all those into account. But I guess the big question is, am I still MNLove? I'm sure some of the MNLoves in the new Facebook page, MNLoves United, mentioned some of them. I think one was Chris. Yeah, I said, yeah, I've calmed down, and I'm still an MNLove. Yeah, it's because, even though your Kami-oshi's gone from the group, there's still Oshis in the group that you wish to support. Yeah, that was the advice that Chris gave me. And yeah, I wish to continue my support of MNL48, especially with my Oshi still there. Oshis like Jan, Grace, Cess, Shira, and Princess. Since Sayaka's gone, they inserted Princess in, which is like good. It was a good. And yeah, I would continue supporting MNL48. Up to the point when HHE makes it unbearable. I mean, I've said that, I've actually commented on the MNL Loves United Facebook page that if HHE does a strike 3, then I'm gone. Okay, strike 3. Right now there's strike 2. Strike 1 was the results of the general election, the second general election, in which they booted 12 of the first gen members and for the Kenkyusei. Strike 2 was Quincy's dismissal. Yeah, that's right. I like to call it dismissal because, like I said, it's fishy. So if HHE does third strike, then I'm out. So let's hope and pray that they've come to their senses and not hurt us MNLoves anymore. Okay, that's the deal. Whoever watches it, make sure they pass that on, because there's just so much an MNLove could take. Yeah. All right. So, and regarding Sayaka announcing her graduation, I mean, when she announced it on live, of course there was shock, but I was not upset, because at least she told us face to face rather than being blindsided by HHE by just releasing a statement. Yeah. So I admire Sayaka for doing it, but I'm pretty sure she already discussed this with HHE. And to think that, and in some ways, I'm kind of happy that she did, because truth be told, I think that her leaving MNL48 was in support of Quincy, since Quincy is one of her best friends. And it almost kind of like confirms the rumor that I read when I think BJ, another MNLove of LA, mentioned that he heard a rumor that several girls would quit following Quincy's leaving. And maybe it's not entirely true, but to me, this kind of confirms it with Sayaka going. Yeah, she mentions that, according to the statement, she's going to Japan with her parents because they're moving there. Well, I mean, maybe that's true. Maybe it's a smokescreen, just, quitting in protest or graduating in protest of HHE's handling of MNL48 and regarding to her best friend Quincy, in my opinion. Okay, you don't have to take my word for it, but that's how it seems to be panning out. At least it seems to be falling into place for me anyway. Okay, so yeah, not so surprised that Sayaka quit, but I'm happy for her that she's leaving on her own accord, whether it's for those reasons of accompanying her parents in Japan or in protest in support of her best friend Quincy. Yeah, take it what you will. Okay, and so I guess the main point of this vlog, I want to go through it now, is since Quincy my Kami-oshi is no longer an MNL48, who is my Kami-oshi? Okay, so I'm gonna say it here. Okay, so my Kami-oshi in MNL48 will now be no one. Yes, I won't have a Kami-oshi in MNL48. Yeah, despite there being candidates, especially if you've watched my vlog regarding my top 16 list. Yeah, I'm saying this because I don't want a replacement for Quincy. Yeah, Quincy will always be my Kami-oshi, now and forevermore. Yeah, that's not going to change, despite all the good candidates like Jan, Sess, Grace, or Shira. Yeah, because I'm suddenly realizing, especially during that time when I'm contemplating, in Japan, especially the guys in 48 Talk podcast, they mentioned that when you have a Kami-oshi, she will be your favorite forever. And the ranking thing of who's your first favorite, second favorite, third favorite, on and on, is a Western thing and not really in Japan. I mean, one of the members there in 48 Talk, his Kami-oshi is Takamina, or Takahashi Minami, and she's been gone from AKB48 for 4 years now. Yeah, and up to now he hasn't decided on a new one, but will remain Takamina will remain his Kami-oshi. So I'm suddenly realizing that sort of concept on regarding idols and someone being your Kami-oshi. So I'm going to implement that policy now on myself. So Quincy, if you're listening, and I'm pretty sure you are, if you're watching, you are my MNL48 Kami-oshi. Always. And that's not gonna change. Yes. Yeah, pretty much the same way I'm implementing with my Team 8 Kami-oshi. Yeah, Hijiri, Tanikawa or Hijirin recently graduated from Team 8. And I also kind of like contemplated who will be my Kami-oshi now. Then when I decided that Quincy will be my MNL48 Kami-oshi forevermore, so will Hijirin of Team 8. I know back then, like, I think I mentioned that in AKB48, my first Kami-oshi was Watanabe Mayu. And then when she graduated, it switched to Tano Yuka. And then later on, she graduated. Yeah, and now my AKB48 Kami-oshi is Omori Miyu. Yeah, I know she's kind of like more of a background character now. But if you watch AK Bingo episodes, especially during the 2013 season, she kind of like impressed me a lot. That's why she's my Kami-oshi. Yeah. So yeah. Like in SKE, my Kami-oshi was Ogiso. Then she graduated and became Kimoto Kanon. And then she graduated. Now it's now Furuhata. Yeah, I mean, because it's so many members, it's a tendency, especially to a Western person, to find a replacement for that Kami-oshi. I guess to be still a relevant fan of that group. Yeah, for NMB8, I think my first Kami-oshi there was Milky. Yeah, forgot her last name. Oh wait, it's also Watanabe Miki, something like that. But her nickname was Milky, and then she graduated and became Ichikawa, Fresh Lemon. Yeah, and then she graduated recently, and that switched to Shiroma Miru right now. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't really have a Kami-oshi in JKT or STU. Oh, NGT. Okay, so NGT, regarding NGT, I know everything like crap about NGT48 right now. Yeah, especially regarding the Mahohon situation there. And I'm glad she graduated. I mean, it's a shame that NGT has fallen down so much, especially regarding that that scandal that's happened to them. And I don't know. For NGT, my Kami-oshi is Yamada Noe. I know she's a funny girl, but many are saying that she's one of the suspects of the assault on Mahon Yamaguchi. Yeah, so I don't know really about that because nothing has really been solved. For all we know, all the members there were in collusion with her assault. But not everyone, but some, because I'm hearing a lot of names like Tomina, Rika Nakai, Marina. I forgot her last name, but yeah, and even Ogino was being suspect. So those are names that are thrown out, and I mean they investigated, and nothing really happened there. Yeah. So yeah. So right now NGT48 is down and downs, and I'm not sure if it could recover anymore. But then that's another vlog entirely. Yeah, a new vlog entirely. I've been planning for this, but now there seems to be like a conclusion to it, especially regarding Maho Yamaguchi, now gone. So maybe I'll do that in the future. Yeah. So I still have my planned vlogs, which kind of got halted because of the bombshell Quincy. So I promise I'll get those vlogs out, because I'm feeling better about myself, especially, like I said, when Sayaka announced her graduation, there was shock, but then there's a calm in me. Because, in a way, she did the right thing, we were never given a blindsided announcement regarding her being gone. And she did it on her own accord, on live. Yeah. I mean, I feel sorry for Ali and Ella. I mean, they're having so much fun in that live, and then this happened. And Princess, who was going to be Sayaka's replacement in Team M2, was like feeling, down as well because of this. But yeah, circle of life, I guess. But yeah, So to all the MNLoves there, the MNL48 members, uh, I'm sure there's still hurt and sadness going around, but time will pass. I mean, it passed for me uh, regarding Quincy not being there, but yeah, I will still support MNL48. Yeah, until the time that it might become unbearable, but then that's HHE's fault when that happens. But yeah, so I guess that's everything that needed to be said has been said by me. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you'd like to comment, share, subscribe, like this video, I'll leave it up to you, MNLoves. Alright, so let's end this. God bless. Show less. See you